quick sound check before we get started. Oh, try this again. Sound check. Oh, try this again. Sound check. Perfect. All right. One more little swig of water. And we are good to go. Good evening, ladies and gents. Welcome to the Elden Ring playthrough. This is part 29 in an attempt to raise some money to help my wife get to New York City. She, as well as the choir that she sings with, the Morris Park Singers, have been honored with the request to perform at the legendary Carnegie Hall in New York City in January. Great. Right in the middle of winter in New York City. You are going to be freezing your tuchus off. Either way you look at it, that is awesome. So that's the good news. The bad news is nobody's backing them financially to be able to get there. And obviously, you know how much things cost. It can be a little burdensome to be able to get out there and back kind of comfortably. So that's where I come in. I'm doing the walkthrough in an attempt to raise some money for her. If you are willing and or able to donate, wonderful. That's great. If you can't, do not feel bad. There's no obligation to. You can just come on in, poke fun at my lack of Elden Ring ability, watch me die a few times, and then be on your way. If you do feel like you want to help and you don't want to donate, maybe you forward the stream to somebody else and maybe they'll want to donate or be able to donate or anything in between. So that's it. That's the spiel. Let's get on the way because we are in the Wyndham Catacombs. We have two things to get before the boss. One is another talisman, and then there is also a cookbook. Now, I can't remember for the life of me if this is an undead area, so I kind of have my sacred blade equipped so that way I don't have to worry too much. Oh, ouch. You know, I want to redo. I'm all kinds of flustered, man. Today was super fun. We got to go to the Minneapolis VA. My wife got to listen to me complain and complain some more and complain a little extra because it's the Minneapolis VA. And then they stole my blood, and then I had to listen to the doctor, and then had to drive home in some heavy rain or whatever the case. So I am just a little off. Ow. This is not a good start. Don't forget I don't have my shield up. That was a horrible, horrible beginning. It's going to be one of those nights, I think. I can see you. There we go. I do believe, yep, there you are off on the... Gravitas might be okay. It's only a +5, but... Here we go. Does anybody else feel like coming out? Oops. There we go. And we continue. Don't worry about the grave violets because those are just kind of like, And those guys always respawn. Pay attention. In here, is this the cookbook or is this the... Nope, it's the lightning scorpion charm. Good if you want to use miracles that consist of lightning. I want to go up first. I don't know why I keep on switching this stuff out, but here we go. Those guys are such pains in the buttholes. That, and I just don't have my bearings yet, it seems. I don't think that'll reach, but... Oh, cool, it will. Anybody over there? I don't think so, and... Let's go. Cookbook we were after, and now we can go after the boss. Another way you guys could always tackle these dungeons is you could just bum rush the boss first and then go looking for the items, because then as soon as you find them, you will be able to waltz right out. And by that I mean you can bring up your map, teleport yourself back to the site of grace of the catacombs. And then you'll be good. You won't have to worry about doing any runs where you might end up finding yourself in a precarious predicament. Oh, there was a glove wart back there. Or a grave wart. A wart. Let's go. Perfect. Boom. Let's rest and reset everything, and then we'll make a beeline for the boss. Now, days where I always go to the VA, I get super flustered, and yeah, that's usually when my blood pressure goes up to about 272 over 180. Luckily, luckily I have my wife that will come and back me up. and she makes things about 1,000 times easier to deal with. However, we were also able to introduce her to veteran strength coffee. And if any of you that are watching have ever been in the military, you know how strong coffee can get. It's almost like eating the grounds straight out of the coffee tin. It's a wonderful feeling for the first like 15 minutes. Then you get a headache, and then you regret life for a little bit, but then you're energized for the rest of the day. It's really nice. All right, we got a death route to hang over.
I won't forget again. Mine appetite, my sin. I must have more. I must consume more.
And it gives you Beast Claw. I'm just trying to check back and remember if I have. Okay, no, I don't have Beast Stone yet. If you're a Faith user and you want a decent uh, incantation to do offensive damage, there's a skill that he gives you later on that has pretty damn good distance on it, and it just rocks people's socks. It's pretty nice. Anyway, we are going back to the Erd Tree Grazing Hill. And we're going to start working our way north. There is a tunnel that we can hit up. We'll clear that out, and then we can start making our way for some castle ruins, as long as we are up there. I think my flasks are okay where they're at. Let's get some sunlight in the sky here. So come down here and then kind of round around to your north. Too far away, huh? There we go. Leave me alone. Alright, the old Altus Tunnel. Mushroom! Perfect. That's root resin. I thought it was poop. He'll spot you and you'll start coming over, and yes, there is that dude over there, but bye-bye, sir. Let's get our light on. And let's see if there's anything down the usual way here. So we can come here, there's nothing. Come here, there's a couple of things you can make crystal darts with. So, nothing to miss over in that area. Come on down, come on down. And let's rest. I got a while before I got another less than 20,000 for another level. It would be stupid to respec just to be able to get the right amount of faith to be able to use the basic faith spells that I want to use, but I might consider doing that. I might consider doing that. 60 vigor is more than okay. I can take 2 off of that, 3 off of that. That would give me 13 faith. 1 extra point we can start building up into intelligence again. Yeah, that's okay. We'll keep the flasks as is for now. But it might be something I look into in a little bit. Anyway, we have 1 talisman to get before we hit the boss. You can collect everything along the way if you so desire, and your Night Comet should be able to do a good amount of heavy lifting here. Hello, dog. If you really want to have a good time, chuck a fire pot into that. You'll really make somebody angry. Take those. We should be okay over here. We got some sniping to do up in this area because there's somebody down in that shack. There's a knight guarding that shack. There's a couple of people down in that corner over there. We might be able to hit one of them. Nope, not yet. But there is a way to snipe them. And you can stay relatively safe the entire time. In that cabin is the talisman that we're looking for. Take him out so that way he doesn't get the attention of the miners. I was curious. There we go. When in doubt, bomb them out. Can I not backstab? There we go. I just didn't have the right approach or angle on him. There we go. I don't think we can go behind, but... Oh, yeah, we can. We can pick Somber 6. Very good. Some more crystal dart stuff, another smithing 5. Alright, now we can come back out here. Get some good old-fashioned sniping done. First off, let's worry about clearing these little jerks out. There's you. There's you. Let's take a look at what we have for... Can we lure? No! There we go. I just wasted a little bit of MP, but that's okay. Is that a barrel that is flammable? I guess not. Maybe that'll get the attention of somebody. Maybe that won't. Oh, sitting duck easily. Charge and then a regular. Nice. Don't forget to pick up your smithing stones as long as you are doing stuff around here. Because I know that some of you are going to be using weapons that I do not use because Moonveil just isn't your cup of tea, or there's a better weapon, which honestly, a lot of stuff can beat up Moonveil. Oh, I did not see you. Just stay over there, sir. Okay, I guess there's nobody in that shack. There are 2 dogs. A little boom boom. We got a troll's hammer. It's a new weapon, colossal classification, if I am not mistaken. Another somber 6. And give me 1 second, I gotta clear my throat. There we go. Somber 4, and that should be it. Let's go ahead and come around here, see if we missed anything. I don't think we did. Oh, boss room. Oh, sir. There is no actual benefit to rolling around and breaking those. It's just they're purely therapeutic at this point. I think other than being a vandal in this room and picking up a couple stones, that's it. We can make our way back to the boss room. Not much to this dungeon. Lots of smithing stone pickups if you are looking to upgrade any normal type weapons or whatever the case, but otherwise not missing too much. Too far away. Well, that was... Keep on forgetting how weak that boss is. Okay. Well, that's it for that. If you want to check out your... Oh, no, this isn't Dark Souls, man. Come on, let's do this. Let's see, we got a great club from the boss. It's another colossal weapon. Don't need to read the lore on that for you. I'm more interested in reading the bigger movers and shakers. And my lord, I've picked up almost 200 mushrooms. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Somebody's going to have a fun party tonight. Okay. Well, here's what's up. Now, we are going to move out of here, back onto the road and north, and there's going to be a shaded, what's called the Shaded Castle up here. We're going for that. Just hop back out here, get back on the road, and you cannot miss it. So there it is. You'll also be back in this area doing Volcano Manor hunts. If you want to do that quest line, which I will be taking part in. To be able to access this castle, there's a little ramp over here that we can go up. But your horse, you can't get in. Jump up and off of that. Make sure that jerk doesn't do anything to you. And let's get ourselves situated because we have a little bit of a task list ahead of us. In this first section, before we get to the first site of grace, we have a painting that we can pick up. And we also have an important side quest item for our friend Millicent. So we'll start off with the painting, and then we will get going to pick up the prosthesis. Boom. Yeah, perfect. I also make sure to put directions in my checklist so that way if I miss something, there we go. So basically go down the stairs and to the left, there's going to be a broken section of the wall and there's a stone ramp here. This is where you want to go because then you should just be able to jump or roll into this. Pick yourself up a painting. And that is over by a grave in Altus Plateau, and it looks like it is overlooking the Volcano Manor. Let's teleport back to the ramparts. Okay, perfect. This, we just have to... we're going to go that way. So if you are following closely, just kind of follow along with the directions and you should be okay. Head up this ladder. You can go check those items if you want to later. I'm just trying to hit the big ticket items for you. And then we are going to go to the left here. We're going to go down the stairs. Keep in mind you will be running across a whole bunch of those little zombie types. And they will do everything they can to make your life miserable. There we go. And here is Valkyrie's prosthesis. Oh, I have enough for a level up too. I almost forgot about that. Okay, we're off to get another site of grace. Right there, there's a opening to your left. Jump onto the building, up that ramp. free money, and then a site of grace. Perfect. You can go ahead and rest here. Just because, well, it doesn't do anything. That gives defense against magic. That helps with offense for whatever. Or we can just get more mind, or we can get a little bit more stamina for running. I'm going to respec so that way I can do faith anyway, so I can always kind of take that back later. But for me, stamina's good. Intelligence is great. I'm only 17 away from pretty much maxing out my intelligence where I want it to be, because 99 is just, it doesn't do much past 80. If I can get my mind and endurance up to 60 each, that would be great. That just takes a lot more in-depth farming, and it's better to have a certain sword at that spot that I do at the usual leveling grounds to be able to really make it efficient. All right, next up. Big section here. We have two things we can get, a perfume bottle and a stone sword key, which we'll go for. I always get confused at my directions for this portion of it. Perfume bottle. So we want to head to the east part of the courtyard from this site of grace, climb the ladder, and head south. I believe that is where we want to go over there, if I remember correctly. It's been a while, but we are going to try anyway. There's the ladder. There will be another perfumer over here, so... Okay, keep this side in mind, because there is something we'll be going down there for. We can kick this just for the heck of it. There's our perfume bottle. And back over here is where we can use this for the stone sword key. Okay, I really got to remember. So let's do this. Kind of jumping down these. I know. Oh, here we go. Sometimes it takes me a little bit. Sir, that is not dung. Stone sword keys are amazing. Alright, we can head back to the inner gate. There's a ghost over there if you want some lore. House Murray is ruined. Just desserts for falling for that severed harpy. No surprise the guilty cretin took the castle and our storied sword. So it seems as though there was a little bit of a hiccup with something. Of course, that's what Elden Ring actually started out as. It was a hiccup, yes. There we go. Time to get the lantern on. Ouch. Not a good way to go. Dang it. Wrong button. And there's you. All I ever wanted to do was raid your castle and steal everything in peace. There should be a cookbook or a perfumer's book up here or something. There we go. Perfect. All right. That's it for all my big ticket items. I got some messages over here, probably something smart ass. Behold, down. Okay. I'm out of here. It's kind of weird up in our apartment right now too, because it's cool outside, but it's humid. So unfortunately, it's like we can't enjoy opening the windows because we never get any breeze. Oh, you dropped something. Could it be something good? Just the helm. Yeah, our apartment never gets a cross breeze, and it makes it miserable sometimes because it's like we want fresh air. We want to be able to open up the windows, let all that good stuff in. Oh, you again. No, sir, we are not playing this game. This is why we come with extra magic flasks, so that way we can... Oh, hello. You dropped something. Please let it be good. Oh, no way. Yes. I don't think you understand how good that weapon is. If I wanted to respec and really go cheesy for the DLC, this is my go-to. Piercing sword of the clean wrought knights who fought alongside Melania, blade of Mikola. Mainly used as a backup weapon in combination with a long-handled armament. So, it doesn't seem like it's that big of a deal. However, you do need to understand, that this has one of the longest reaches for a thrusting sword in the game. And if you get behind a nice great shield and slap some bleed on the clean rot uh, sword that you just got, oh, you got yourself the recipe for an absolute bloodbath. And it is gorgeous. Any other dogs back here except for you? No? Yes? Maybe? Oh, I already know where this message is going. How did you get a message up there in the first place? I see. Ranged battle ahead. She's like your horse. I think there is something over there. And I think I'm full of crap. Alright, that's it. And I got my boy here. There's Mr. Terror. He's really going to town on my arm. What you tasting, buddy? Today is Terror's official 12th birthday. We got him when he was 10 months old, but he's been a good boy ever since we got him. Whenever I have a flashback induced by PTSD, he's always up on my chest and trying to lick my forehead or chomp on my ear. He's a good buddy, best buddy in the world, and it's his birthday. So if you're watching, tell him happy birthday. He'll love you guys. You'll notice this guy's going to be real familiar if you have been there we go. He doesn't hit as hard though. There we go. That was weird. Elimer of the Briar. You get his Executioner's Sword and his shield. And if you recognize the shape, he is the Bell-bearing Hunter. Let's rest up now. I think we got a couple things outside the castle, and then we can move on. All right. Yep, a couple of things we can do here. We can go back to this side of Grace. Yay, the air turned off. I can hear myself think. Let's do this. I don't know what you're guarding, but free money, never go wrong. I thought it was on this side. There it is. You can find a starlight shard over here if you so does. Oh, mushroom and mushroom. You can find mushroom over here. Here's a starlight shard for you, and then over here we have a NPC fight that we can engage in and get a decent pokey poke sword as well. Finish her quick because the giant comes at you fairly quickly. He's not a necessary fight, but yeah, see, you don't even really get anything for it. You can come up here and pick this bad boy up, but yep, there's nothing doing over here except for a big old jump if you want to end it all right there. Now, I don't know if you can see this. It's a little hazy for it, but if I'm... Yeah, it's a little too whatever at this point. There's definitely... I don't think that's... No, I don't think that's the Halig tree. Oh, it got to be dark pretty quick. We'll be up there soon enough. Yeah, I'm not sure. Anyway, let's go back to the Erd Tree Grazing Hill and turn that prosthesis over to Millicent. Friend, I have something for you.
Now I'm tracing the path Melania took, after unleashing the power of the Scarlet Rot during her battle with General Radahn in the Caelid Wilds. I should like to meet her. This vanished woman. I think she's in the north, in the lands that lie beyond the Erd Tree.
Hey, I got something for you.
Are you giving me this arm? Thank you. I am in your debt yet again, I think. If the arm serves well enough, it might be possible for me to wield a sword again. If the arms... It might be perhaps then I can aid you in battle.
I mean, that'd be pretty sweet. I already saw what you can do down in the Caelid Swamp, so we'll see what happens. And in the meantime, I'm sure dealing with you has unlocked some new dialogue with this guy. So let's go see what Gowry's up to. See, that dog will always cause a problem for me. Unless I have the torch, I am just not going to put up with you, sir. Gowry always gets a new dog, so I don't feel so bad. Hi, buddy.
Please make certain that little Millicent goes unharmed. Like her mother, she has the stuff to be a great warrior, but commands only one arm and is yet preciously young.
About that one arm thing.
So, you gave Millicent a golden arm replacement. This is a wonderful development. Thank you for your kindness. Now, Millicent may fully realize her true warrior's potential, like her beautiful mother.
Anything more you can tell me about
The
her?
girl, Millicent, she is a bird. Green and undeveloped, waiting to flower into magnificence. What a wondrous day that will be. In truth, before her, I'd never seen a bud of such superior quality. She might very well outshine her sisters.
Okay, any sorceries? I already have glintstone stars, I don't need that. But you do have pest threads, and this can actually be a really decent incantation. Go for that.
Do you have an interest in rot incantations? Then you might like to learn something of the history of Melania, goddess of scarlet rot.
Tell me about Melania.
Queen Marika and her king consort Radagon were blessed with twin demigods, and Melania was one of them. She was born an Empyrean carrying the scarlet rot. An Empyrean is no mere demigod. In the age of the Elden Ring and Queen Marika, the precious Empyrean was born, a new god to forge a new order. Since Melania fought Radahn, and the great scarlet flower blossomed in Aeonia, I have dedicated myself to her, and to the resplendence of the Order of Rot, the cycle of decay and rebirth.
You're all kinds of mess, sir. Alright, he doesn't sell anything new. And you get a gesture. So that's that for Gowry, at least for now. What am I sitting at? Ooh, okay, well, we might actually have a decent talisman that we can go after. So, my checklist. Orchard Grazing Hill. There is something down this way. I'll get there from the Erd Tree Grazing Hill. I know it's nighttime, but man, look at the magnificence of that thing up close, huh? You kind of keep off to the right here because eventually you will be fired on with ballistas. Yes, I missed a mushroom. We'll be able to wrap back up and around here, but this is our ultimate destination. Use a stone sword key. And let's go fight somebody familiar. Here, I'll tell you what. Let's go in here since it seems like somebody wants to come after me. since we're not in any fights yet. We'll make 2 more of those. We don't need shrimp because we can purchase that from the bell bearing that we turned into the lady at the round table hold, so we should be okay. And no sleep potions necessary. Alright. We're about to replace this with the talisman that we get from this guy. Hopefully I don't flub this up and die, but we'll see what happens. Defense, stamina regeneration. Delayed. Get a little bit of extra magic under our belt. There we go. Look familiar? There we go. My lady is looking awesome right now. So, let's give you a little lesson on why this talisman is going to be so good for us going forward, at least for the current time being. It's a legendary talisman depicting the Elden Lord Godfrey. Raises charge attack power of sorceries, incantations, and skills. For the lore, Godfrey was a ferocious warrior. When he vowed to become a lord, he took the beast regent Sarash upon his back to suppress the ceaseless lust for battle that raged within. Now, I'm going to do this with a charge without the talisman, and then I'll do it without the talisman first, and then I'll do it with. So, Night Comet, charged. 9/11. For comparison, charged with the talisman, 1046. So, definite damage increase, and coupled with the Graven Skull talisman and the Magic Scorpion charm, at least until we get the bigger version of this talisman, we can expect to be using more of Night Comet's charged attack version. That way we can squeeze every last damage point out of it that we can. And it's just easier to do this. That way I can say, I used the lift. No joke, this is not an impressive cutscene. It's just saying, hey, look, you're going up an elevator. So I will skip it. If you wish to watch the cutscene yourself, by all means, go for it. But for some people, this would be their first foray into the Altus Plateau. Oh, good. Rhea is not here. or Raya. She will, however, be at the next part that we are going to, which is the Lux Ruins. Don't even bother talking to her. Don't accept the invite if you do. For now, hop over this bad boy and up here to a site of grace. Give me a second. There we go. Give Terry some scritches as long as I'm doing stuff. And let me pull up where I am. Yep, next area we are going is the Lux Ruins. We have an Ash of War that we can pick up before we fight a boss up there. The talisman that we get, very specific situations you can wear that in, but it's still overall, it's a decent talisman. I've seen a lot of people use it for their level 1 playthrough, and it's basically they stay as level 1 throughout the entirety of the game, and the Ritual Sword Talisman is always one of their go-tos for talismans. Gives them a nice little bump. Should just be that way up that hill just a little bit. You can maybe see a little bit of the ruins through the trees there, but see, it's really pretty here at night, but we still want a little bit of sunlight under our belts. There we go. Sunrise on the Altus Plateau. Love it. God, I love it up here. It's so pretty. Anyway, off we go. Yes, we know demi-humans are going to be upset that we stole some string from their wagon. I am not doing very well here, am I? Oh, yeah, good boy. You guys can knock it off. I am done with you. There we go. Now that we've set off the alarm for the southern part of the ruins, we can kind of go up into sneak mode up here, be just fine. Rhea is somewhere in these ruins. Just be careful not to tag her. And we can clear this place out. Makes it a lot easier to deal with folks on the outside. Okay, nobody back there. Hello. There should be a scarab over on that part of the building. That down there goes to the boss. Never saw it coming, never saw it coming. This is another charged attack you can use. Good night, sir. Okay, nothing else in here or nothing else I got to worry about. I'm still going to check around. She might be down in those areas too. Oh, mushroom, I wish I could go down and get you, but I'm just not in the mood to go get you right now. Okay. And down, just like that. Now do you see why I like Night Comet so much? Even on the enemies that are pretty chunky, it does damage so well that it's a nice, reliable, medium range combat option for anybody. And Ritual Sword Talisman, if you desire to use that for any reason or purpose. But yeah, if you haven't figured it out, Night Comet allows you to keep distance from the enemy, at least at a medium range. And then if you feel like closing in with your katana or whatever the case to finish the job, you're more than welcome to. But Night Comet is just so powerful, and since it doesn't have the AI read capability on there, the computer enemies can't just dance around you and cheese you for that. Okay, it looks like there is now a couple of items that we have to go into a camp for. One's for a sword and one's for another talisman. And they're both in wagons. Hooray! So we can go from here and then go down the path that we'd usually take, and instead of well, we'd still take it off to the right so we could work the camp from the other side, so that way we could take out the ballista firers first. But there's a camp down here where there's a couple of wagons that you can pull some decent items out of. Let's go take care of that. See where all those tents are? Yep. The ballista firers are going to be up on that hill kind of over there, and we'll work our way back down into the camp. Actually, we might not need to. Let's check this out. Wagon number 1. Great Shield Talisman. That is also an important talisman for us if we decide to respec and go the tanky route. Do I chance getting fired on with ballistas over here? I think I do. This is a mistake. Doesn't matter, I got my mushroom. Suck it, boys. Okay, so there is... I already picked up the seed there, that's good. Sorry for the rumbling, got a bit of an itchy ear. Now I'm looking for something very specific here. And I just found it. So it's pretty much south from the this side of Grace, the Altus Highway Junction. And if you didn't notice, you can find its footsteps by looking at the dirt kicking up on the ground. We have one more thing I think we can do over here. I want to check and see what the time is for this. This should be the last thing I do today. Cool. Here's what we'll do. There is a Knight's Cavalry this way. I want to clear this road as much as possible. There we go. He notices us. I'll get my shield up just in case there's nobody behind me. He is not doing well against us at all. Wow. Moonveil for the win. So we get a new incantation. Actually, no, that's an Ash of War. Give me free money. Thank you. You dropped absolutely nothing good. You dropped a Fulgur Bloom. Okay. Those are decent crafting deals too. There's one more thing I want to pick up as long as we are in this area. We want to visit our old friend Punkyhead as long as we're over here. Fan daggers, and if I'm not mistaken, there's a stone sword key over here. Whoops. Not what I was looking for. think I'm at the wrong encampment, but that's okay. I did this last time too. There's just so many little nooks and crannies along this side of the road that every once in a while get them a little mixed up. That's the stone sword key we were looking for. I had it off to the southwest, not the southeast, so that was just bad writing on my part. Olympic gold medalist skier Bodie Miller. Was picked up on drug charges in Idaho. Oof. Okay. This next part is pretty simple. I've already got the... Oops. Let's put on the Queen's stuff over here, and we are going to head up to where we left Bach. Because there is an option that we can select that gives us a new gesture.
Bach the seamster, at your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
Apparently I have already selected that.
Oh, please.
Let me see something here. Inner order, the ring, what do you want? Yeah, I don't have it yet.
Bach the sea ready to make...
Did you see
Master, did you see it? The Erd tree. I don't really have the words for this, but I was so dazzled. I felt something stir in my breast. The Erd tree is waiting for you, master. I know it, I do. I feel it in my bones. Oh, please.
Very odd. You're supposed to have another option.
Bach the scene ready to make it. Oh, please.
It'll probably come up when I... Well, let's try this. There's supposed to be an option called May I Ask You a Favor, and then that's when you can learn the gesture.
Bach the scene ready to make...
Well, looks like we are...
Oh, please.
Inventory. I have keys. Have the crafting kit. I got the gold sewing needle. I wonder if it's because I need to buy Radon stuff. Let's go back to the round table hole. And if we need to buy Radon stuff, that's fine because I like his armor set anyway.
I took you no matter out your own.
All right, sir. Smithing Master Hugh's pawn shop. You can sell off all of the golden runes that you picked up. I'll keep those around until I look at the inventory for the boss stuff. And if I don't like what I see, I will sell them or use them myself. What's new, Pussycat? Alright, Equipment of Champions. As you can see, you also get to purchase the Elimer set. But Radon's armor set is actually pretty sweet. And if you want to just do the lore read on this and not have to purchase it, we can do that. So why not? The winding rusted iron briars are a mark of the guilty and typically indicated sentence of death. They also cause this armor to deal damage when performing dodge rolls. Elimer murdered numerous instructors and merchants and was known as the Bell-Bearing Hunter. The same one that was giving me so many problems across Limgrave, Liurnia, and Caelid. So, and then Radon's Helm of the Golden Lion with flowing red hair, worn by General Radon. Radon inherited the furious flaming red hair of his father Radagon and is fond of its heroic implications. I was born a champion's cub. Now I am the lord of the battlefield's lion. Also part of his lore set, the Golden Lion is said to symbolize Godfrey, the first Elden Lord, and his beast regent, Serash. From his youngest years, Radon was naturally captivated by the Lord of the Battlefield. And same stuff for those. So I am going to buy Radon's set no matter what.
Now go to the door.
And then I'm going to come in here for the remembrance. And neither of those really speak to me. This is the only one that might be worth taking. But even then, it's kind of like, eh. I'll still take it. And for you, I think you already have, yeah, the skill Nebula. We already have that on Astel's wing, or Estelle. Astel? I'll figure it out one of these times, but I already have Nebula. I don't need another weapon with it on there. I hardly ever used that personally. So if you want it, go for it. But I'm going to use this soul, or I'm going to use this remembrance and get a couple of free souls from it. Goodbye. Get 30,000 and get yourself a nice little level up should you decide to. Oh, that brings up. Cool. We'll take it. And then... Yeah. Hey, we're done. This will put us in heavy, like, super hyper heavy, but... Yeah, we're in heavy load, but... Yeah. My girl looks awesome. Except for that roll. Look at her chunk around. Chunk. 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 Doctor said not to eat anything fatty. And my doctor was like, oh, what, you mean like tater chips or something? And the doctor said, no. I said, don't eat anything fatty. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Anyway, I'm done with that. You came to watch the walkthrough for horrible, horrible gameplay, which I am providing if I am being fair. But you didn't come for the weird dad jokes. And that's okay. I forgive you. Not all of us can be perfect. That doesn't matter, honestly. And then the Snow Witch's skirt, I will take this set because I prefer it. Or you can mix and match. There you go. No, I don't think that's not very good. I feel like I'm going to get sorted into Hufflepuff. Let's go back over here. Jesus, no thank you. Nah, that's a pretty hood. And that would go well with another set, but... Let me see here. Almost. Robe's too faded, though. What about the ruler's robe? No, I'm good, man. I like that combination. Not with the dress, but... See, now I'm just getting into fashion souls at this point. What about you? No. No. I could have sworn there was a... There we go. Carrying night set. That's actually kind of slick. And we get a little bit more defense. And my lady looks pretty badass, if I do say so myself. Cool. Nah, I think I'm there. God, that cover just absolutely kills me. But it does give us higher intelligence, and I will keep it as such. Anyway, what do we have for time here? Yeah, we're at that sweet spot for an hour and a half. So I do believe we are going to call this a night. I am going to get set up for the next part of the Altus Plateau here. I am sad that I didn't get my Lord gesture. I'm not sure what in the world is going on with that, but I'll do some research and see what's up. We want to go back to the Altus Highway Junction, because I do believe we are going to be kind of hitting up this whole region tomorrow. And we can't forget about that because we have stuff we can do over here. There's a tower, there's a couple of ruins, or there's a ruins over here that we can go do whatever. There's a cave there. There is a grave that we can go to. There is church that we can get another sacred tear at. So it'll be a busy day, and there's definitely going to be a couple of stage deaths, which means that I am going to be able to donate more to the wife. Tonight ended up not working. It almost did, but no deaths tonight, which means my wallet is completely safe somehow. But don't worry, especially once we get nearer and nearer the DLC and the end of the game, actually. Especially as we get near the end of the base game, that tally's going to skyrocket, and it's not going to be good for me, but it's going to be great for the wife, and that's the important part. Want to get her to New York without having any financial burden whatsoever. So, that being said, let me go ahead and list where I am here. I have item 1550s. Slowly catching up with the practice run that I've been doing on the PS4 version of it. There we go. So next time, yep, we will be going for the Great Bridge. We're going to be running into a couple of different friends. And yeah, we're going to be kind of down in that valley. So it's going to be an interesting run tomorrow. However, because we do have the Godfrey Icon and the Magic Scorpion Charm and the Graven School Talisman, we're going to have a great time. I can guarantee you that our chances of survival go way up. So, cool. I want to thank you guys for tuning in, whether it was live or if you're watching this at a later time. It's very much appreciated that we're getting eyes on this cause for my wife. And like I said, if you can donate, that would be wonderful. If you cannot, don't feel bad, don't feel guilty, and don't feel obligated. You just come into the stream, come watch the video, poke fun at my lack of Elden Ring skills, and then you can do whatever you want. So everything's good from here. She's getting to New York no matter what. But that whole financial burden piece of it, it'd just be nice to be able to, well, you kind of get the drift. Anyway, that's it from here. I hope you guys enjoyed yourselves, and I will probably be running this at an earlier time tomorrow since the wife is going to work for the Minnesota Twins and be able to watch Shohei Ohtani do his thing. We got cream tonight. At least she wasn't there. So that's about it. Hope you guys have a good day, a good evening, or a good night wherever you're at. And I hope to catch you earlier tomorrow for some more Elden Ring shenanigans. Take care, and thanks for watching.